"I've been paying for your dinners, Melissa, just not the ones you had with him." The words ripped out of me before I could stop them, echoing across the ballroom like a gunshot. Crystal glasses froze mid-air. The string quartet stuttered into silence. My wife stood at the center of the engagement party, her smile collapsing under the weight of a truth she thought I'd never uncover. Across the room, Daniel, my childhood friend, my business partner, the man I'd trusted with everything, turned pale. "What are you talking about?" Melissa whispered, but her voice trembled. I held up the receipt. "Funny how you told me you hated that restaurant. Said the food was overrated. Yet somehow, you've been there 6 times this month." The room went silent. And then Daniel stepped forward. That's when I realized, tonight wasn't just about exposure. It was about destruction. What happened next changed everything. If you love a good twist, hit that subscribe button. Tell us your location and if it's day or night there. Dark stories feel different in the dark. The party was supposed to celebrate my sister's engagement. Atlanta skyline glowing through floor-to-ceiling glass, champagne flowing, laughter echoing. I was the golden one, self-made, respected, the guy everyone admired. And Melissa. She thrived in that spotlight. Designer dress, perfect smile, curated Instagram stories every hour. She loved being seen. Just not by me anymore. It started small. A missed call. A locked phone. A laugh that didn't belong to me. "Who were you talking to?" I asked one night. "Just Claire," she said, not even looking up. But Claire texted me 10 minutes later asking if Melissa was okay. That was the first crack. Then came the distance. She stopped asking about my day. Stopped touching me. Started staying out late with vague excuses, networking, client dinners, girls' night. I believed her. Until I didn't. The unease grew into something ugly. I started noticing patterns. Tuesdays and Thursdays. Same time. Same excuse. One night, I followed her. Houston traffic was brutal, but I kept my distance. Watched as her car pulled into a sleek, upscale restaurant. The same one she claimed to hate. I sat in my car, hands gripping the wheel, heart pounding like it wanted out. Then I saw him. Daniel. He walked in 10 minutes after her. The room went silent inside my head. I didn't confront them that night. No. I needed proof. I needed them to bury themselves. Over the next 2 weeks, I became someone else. Quiet. Observant. Cold. I checked phone records. Late-night calls. Hidden numbers. I hired someone. Photos came in. Melissa laughing across the table. Daniel reaching for her hand. A kiss in the parking lot. Every image felt like a blade sliding deeper. But the real dagger? A video. Grainy, but clear enough. Hotel lobby. Las Vegas. Melissa leaning into him, whispering something that made him grin like he'd won. I watched it 10 times. Then I smiled. "Ryan, you've been distant," Melissa said one night, curling up next to me like nothing had changed. I looked at her. Really looked. "You ever feel like people aren't who they say they are?" I asked. She laughed lightly. "You're overthinking again. Manipulation. Deflection. Classic." I nodded. "Yeah, maybe." Inside, something in me snapped clean in half. And what grew in its place was colder. I didn't yell. Didn't accuse. I planned. Daniel and I had a business together. Real estate development. Millions on the line. He trusted me. That was his mistake. I started digging into our accounts. Found discrepancies. Small at first. Then bigger. He'd been skimming. Not just my wife. My money. Perfect. The engagement party was the stage. Everyone important would be there. Family. Investors. Friends. I sent out a few anonymous emails that morning. Subject line, "You deserve to know." Attached, photos, videos, bank statements. Then I waited. Back in the ballroom, Melissa's face had gone pale. "Ryan, stop this," she hissed, grabbing my arm. "You're embarrassing me." I pulled away. "No. You did that yourself." Daniel stepped in. Let's not make a scene. I laughed. Too late. Phones started buzzing around the room. One by one, people checked their screens. Gasps. Whispers. The room went silent. My sister looked at Melissa, then at me. Is this real? I met her eyes. Every bit of it. Melissa's composure shattered. He's lying. This is insane. Am I? I tapped my phone, connecting it to the projector behind us. The video played. Las Vegas. Hotel lobby. Her voice, soft and intimate. I wish Ryan would just disappear. A collective inhale sucked the oxygen out of the room. Everyone was watching. Daniel tried to speak. This doesn't prove. Sit down, I said, my voice calm, deadly. He froze. I turned to the crowd. But wait, there's more. I pulled up the financial records. Transfers. Hidden accounts. His signature. You didn't just sleep with my wife, I said, looking him dead in the eye. You stole from me. Murmurs turned into outrage. One of our investors stepped forward. Is this true? Daniel stammered. It's not what it looks like. It looks like fraud, I replied. Security was already moving. Melissa grabbed my arm again, desperation replacing arrogance. Ryan, please. We can fix this. I looked down at her hand like it didn't belong there. Fix what? I asked quietly. The betrayal, the lies, or the part where you wished I'd disappear. Tears streamed down her face. I didn't mean it. I leaned closer. You meant enough. Then I gently removed her hand. Daniel was being escorted out, shouting now. You'll regret this. I smiled faintly. No. You will. Because I'd already filed the report. Authorities were waiting. His career. Gone. His reputation. Melissa stood alone in the center of the room, stripped of everything she'd built her identity on, status, image, illusion. No one went to her. No one defended her. The silence was louder than any accusation. I turned and walked away. The aftermath was clean. Divorce papers filed the next morning. Assets secured. Business restructured without Daniel. Social media did the rest. The video spread like wildfire. Comments, judgments, exile. Melissa tried calling. I never answered. Weeks later, I sat alone in my penthouse, Atlanta lights flickering below. Peace felt unfamiliar, but deserved. I poured a drink, staring out at the city that once witnessed my humiliation, and now my redemption. Some betrayals break you. Others forge something sharper. I wasn't the man she cheated on anymore. I was the man who ended her world. The end.